Tusla decided when I was about 8 years old because I had Tusla decided when I was 8 years old because I had learning disabilities because of autism that apparently I didn't want to learn. It had nothing to do, according to them, with the fact that I had trouble learning and I couldn't focus in class, so I needed extra help. Obviously there are people out there who need extra help, but according to them I was just incapable of learning. I didn't want to learn. So I got expelled because of an outburst I had. I was never given further education since. I was promised it, but from 8 years old to 18, I was never given another school to go to. I was suggested one, but I couldn't go to that school on the grounds that I would be the only student there that didn't have Down syndrome. So that's obviously not for me. Give that space to another Down syndrome student. That's for them. To give that space for them. I can't be taking that space from them. That's for them. But they say that was the only school that could accommodate me. So apparently there was none in Dublin. That school in particular was in Northern Ireland, and I could only get to come back on the weekend. But they thought that was completely fine to do to a child who was already in the foster care system. Take you away from your foster parents 5 days a week, then let you go back to them on the weekend. They thought that was normal. Of course my foster parents, sensible as they were, said no to that straight away. My foster mum, according to them, was mentally unfit to look after children. But this woman was abandoned because my sister and I have two different dads. So she was abandoned twice by men after being fell pregnant. And apparently that made her unfit. She had depression, she needed help, but apparently her ability to raise children wasn't. But apparently that made her unfit to be a mother. It wasn't that she was unfit, so she wasn't given a fucking chance. I was taken off of her at 2 months of age. I was taken off of her, and I was thrown around foster care. And it wasn't until 4 years old that I was put into one of the nicest places I've ever been in, with my current foster family. And they helped raise me. But between 2 months and 4 years old, couldn't tell you what happened between then and then. I have no idea who I was with, but it wasn't until I was 4 that I was with my current family. But this is how bad it got, that they wouldn't let me see my birth mum. When I was 4 years old, I didn't know who my mother was. I had to be told by that foster family. My foster mum said, "Oh, I'm not your mummy." She said, I can bring you to your mummy. And she organised for me to see my birth mum. But no other family before that would do that. Now, I don't know whether that's Tusla's part or the other families, but I apparently went through 6 different families before I got to that one. Now that one, I don't know when it now. They raised me, they made me who I am today. I'm very grateful for that. They're one of the best families I've ever been with. Ones I can remember, at least. And Tusla, when it came to my education, I got expelled because the principal was manhandling me. The principal was told by the HSC, "Don't put your hands on James. If you have a problem, bring his foster mum, the current one that I'm with," because she was able to calm me down. That was his only instruction. Do that. Don't put your hands on her. Grabs him by the hand and brings me all the way to his office. So my reaction, fight or flight, I kicked his ankle, and I ended up shattering his ankle. So apparently, that deserves for me to be expelled because he was told, "Do not grab me," by the HSE. But he decided he was above all that, grabbed me and brought me to his office. He limps forever now. When he plays golf, he limps everywhere he goes. But he wouldn't be limping right now had he listened to the HSE, "Do not manhandle the child." And then when I was 16, I didn't have a social worker. You're supposed to have one until you're 18. At 16, they just stopped coming to the house. They just straight up stopped coming.